Remember the time when I made a video where I said that Aldrich was actually small? And like half of you ate that shit up? Yeah, ever since that moment I started to realize that many of you guys are extremely confused when it comes to the story of Dark Souls 3. But don't worry, I've got your back. After many months of work, I have finally put together a comprehensive list of the 5 most common misconceptions about the lore of Dark Souls 3. So sit back and prepare to be enlightened. Pontiff Sulyvahn is a tragically misunderstood character. Although the general consensus in the community is that he's an absolute dickhead, I always had a sneaking suspicion that there was more to it. For instance, look at the way he approaches you when you first meet him in the Cathedral of Eretho. He doesn't just come at you right away, he just waits, watches you, and only becomes hostile when you try to get past him. What exactly was he doing? What was he trying to protect? Could it be that he's trying to protect us? Think about it. Right after Pontiff Sulyvahn, we find the most popular PvP hotspot. Was Sulyvahn trying to protect us from the PvP experience of Dark Souls 3? All of this makes more sense when you realize that Sulyvahn was the one that imprisoned Yoshka, the leader of the worst covenant in Dark Souls 3, and also the creator of the worst fucking weapon in this game. Suddenly, Pontiff Sulyvahn doesn't seem so bad anymore, but still, the lore master in me couldn't possibly figure out why exactly he was obsessed with that profane flame. I just couldn't understand his motivations. Until the first DLC came out. In Ashes of Ariandel, we learned that Pontiff Sulyvahn was actually born inside the painting, which means he had early access to it. We know that flames can actually burn down the painting worlds, so could it be that Pontiff Sulyvahn was actually trying to get us a better DLC? If this is true, the tale of Pontiff Sulyvahn might just take the spot for saddest backstory of any character in any Souls games ever. On the topic of Ashes of Ariandel, many people were upset when they found out that, out of the 2 bosses, one of them was this apparently lazily put together NPC, that for some reason is wearing no pants. It's just very vexing. At first, I also found his appearance a little weird, but then a realization hit me. He's not the only character in the painted world that isn't wearing any shoes. Both Father Ariandel and Lady Friede also do not wear any shoes. Even Pontiff Sulyvahn, who was born in the painted world, doesn't wear any. Could all of these characters be following the tradition set by Priscilla, who was also barefoot? Or is this just more evidence that Miyazaki has an unresolved fixation on feet? I don't know, but what I do know is that if you talk to Lady Friede without your pants, she gives you this ring that probably helps you not catch a cold when you walk barefoot. Then again, she also gives it to you if you're wearing pants, so yeah, I'm still trying to figure this one out. This particular piece of misinformation is very important to me, because I was actually the one that spread it in the first place. Taking into consideration that the dancer of the Boreal Ballet has some sort of royal bloodline and that she's actually a skeleton, I argued that Nashandra might be the dancer. And this theory might just have been correct, but I forgot the most important tenet in all of Dark Souls 3 lore. The fact that nothing that happened in Dark Souls 2 matters to the story, and only things that happen in Dark Souls 1 do. Lucky for me, many of the sharp minds in my comment section immediately realized my mistake and pointed out to the real identity of the dancer. Vamos the blacksmith. Vamos is both a member of some sort of royal family and a skeleton. He even has a spinning attack just like the dancer, and it's just details like this that make you realize that even if Miyazaki is a pervert, he's still a genius. The soul of a firekeeper that we find on top of the tower of the Fighting Shrine is said to belong to a firekeeper that returned from the abyss. Many people have assumed that this mysterious keeper might be Shanalot, the Emerald Herald from Dark Souls 2. But why would this dumb bitch that is sunbathing in Majula all the time really go to the abyss in the first place? Couldn't it be the Dark Lurker, who is already in the abyss, who is the firekeeper? Yeah, I was very confused, and it seemed like my research wasn't really getting me anywhere. So what do you think? Who is the lost firekeeper? Is it the Dark Lurker or Shanalot? Alright, this is the part of the video where you can actually interact with it. Make a choice, and if you get it right, you can like the video, and if you get it wrong, you can also like the video. And the time is up. Did you already pick one of the 2? Congratulations then, you're a fucking idiot. As I said before, Dark Souls 2 is not canon. And therefore we have to go back to Dark Souls 1 to find out the real identity of the Firekeeper. The primal serpent Kath was in the abyss, it was looking after a bonfire, and in the final cutscene it came back from the abyss, therefore Kath is the lost Firekeeper. Case closed, see you next time. The Emerald Herald. Some people just have too much imagination.